Hey, it's Dustin with the Dustin LeBleu CEO podcast, and I'm joined by Austin over here. And what's up, man?
Man, just enjoying this beautiful Tuesday morning. Trying to, I don't know, I guess wake up completely, but it's not. Whatever. I'm here, man. I'm here to get some work done.
It always is kind of weird. Like whenever you have we were off yesterday for Labor Day, so it's like you come in on Tuesday and it just feels your mind thinks it's Monday and you just feel weird. You know,
dude, don't get me wrong, man. Like I enjoy the occasional day off. It's just like it kind of throwing me for a loop.
You got to spend some time with the family and stuff.
Oh, dude, 100%, man. What about yourself? Did you?
Oh, I did. We had like a little barbecue thing. Had some of the family over and chilled, and it was a good time, man.
Yeah,
good time.
Yeah. Wife's birthday was over. Actually, your wife's birthday was over the weekend too. Our
yeah.
wives shared the same birthday. But yeah, guys, you know what? Just had a pretty good Labor Day weekend. Hope everyone else did as well. But we wanted to come to you guys today and talk about something that I think is pretty relative for a lot of people, whether you want to, deny it, call it real, whatever. But it's about the power of karma.
Yeah, this is something I believe in like so much. Like even like when I make mistakes, man, and I do something, I'm a pretty vocal person and I'm pretty impulsive. Sometimes I'll say stuff that I have to go back and apologize for, and I don't ever feel right unless I go apologize. Like in fact, I did it last week. Had to call a guy I haven't talked to in 6 months and be like, "Yo, I apologize, man. Like I did the wrong thing." It's just like bad vibes, and I'm not just saying karma in the sense of karma, just like, just doing things the right way, doing things good, and being good to people.
Yeah,
I think that always pays it forward.
Oh, yeah.
It always pays forward.
Yeah, and I mean, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I 100% believe in the push-pull type, aspect of good and bad. Like, if you do good, you'll be rewarded, or it not necessarily like the, you know what I mean, like not like an actual reward, but I feel like you're gonna be blessed with positivity in your life as well, or be surrounded by it. Whereas, with the negativity or doing something that's, unnecessarily evil or bad, you're gonna reap the benefits or negative aspects of what you just did. Like it's gonna be reciprocated, like 100%.
I feel like it's a long-term thing, like if you a lot of people that we've met, even in like within our industries that we're in, you meet him and you're like, God, that guy's a douche, man.
Yeah.
It's like, how did he get where he's at? And then all of a sudden, a year down the line, something happens and he just, his business goes down. And I'm not just talking about just business. I'm talking about a lot of things. So I'm not talking about like monetary reward here. It's like life in general.
Yeah. I mean, dude, it plays over into life, plays over into like with family, business, you name it. I mean, karma is just kind of, I believe, is like a general thing that I guess that's just going to follow you around. I mean, it's I guess an ideology that's just something that I've always kind of stuck with. But
it's almost like your shadow in a way. It's like your good shadow that's protecting, like that.
Yeah, but I've in regards to like the whole business side of it, man, it's kind of like what you said. We've seen a few people, I guess, come into the space, and keep in mind, guys, we're kind of speaking in respects to supplements, movies, and the likes. Even we could go local and do the gym.
Sure.
And you'll see people come into it. Initially they're going to ask for help, or they're going to ask for advice and all that. And even though you may give it to them, you're going to end up getting kind of, I guess, the middle finger or burn when they start to see some slight success, and they're going to think, oh well, self-made. I don't owe it to anybody. And I can tell you right now, that comes back and bites them in the ass.
Comes back and bites them in the ass. And if you're a person that's like, I'm self-made, I can do it all by myself, you haven't been listening to this podcast, and you have the wrong perspective, because you cannot do it by yourself. You need the right people around you, and you pretty much. Sorry there, but you need people to like embrace your, vibes and karma too. Like you need them to have a positive outlook, and then also do things the right way. Like sometimes it's easy to, go save, $10,000 to do something the wrong way, but that'll eat you up in the end, and it'll make you look bad. Yeah, so it's not worth it.
I think if we kind of like, let's start on like the smaller end of the scale. I think that the power of karma, it can start with the smallest of things, be it, so much as, I dare say, like hold the door open for an elderly lady or something. I know that's very generic, but I think if you can show those positive morals across the board, even with the smallest of things, I feel like in the end, you will be rewarded in some way. But where I'm getting at with that is it plays over into every part of your life. So if you can start with the most basic of things and build it up from there, even take it in the business relationships, or for that matter, like actual life relationships, be it with family or more, I really do. I feel like that plays a major role.
I do too.
In the quality of life that you live.
Yeah, and you made a good point about the elderly lady in the like supermarket.
Yeah,
I've seen many times where like she'll be, a lady will be trying to get something or whatever, and I'll try to go over there and help her, and just some people just walk by and they don't think about it because they're so endorphed in their own world.
Dude, today's society, I think, is the largest aggregator for the negligence to the idea of karma. So people don't seem to often think about that. Like, yes, they'll make, the everyday reference like, oh, karma's a bitch or something like that. But in the end, they're not paying attention to it. They're not, I guess, putting any thought towards it. They, like you said, they're almost too consumed with some sort of preconceived notion that I can do me and my shit's the best.
Nothing else matters.
Yeah, nothing else matters aside from what I'm doing. Like, even when I hear some of these entrepreneurial podcasts or anything like, oh man, fucking hustle, fuck time with family. It's all about
that bothers me there. That bothers me. I've heard that from like big names. Like, I ain't got time. I'll have time for family later on in life. Like, dude, no, you don't. You don't get that back.
Yeah.
When you have children, dude, like I pride myself on being a good father. Like, and being there for my 100%. Kids. Like, I mean, that's something that you're not going to get back. So I know this, I didn't have a dad. So it's like, if you're just going to say like, well, I'm working, it's going to pay off later, and you're going to miss your kid graduating and miss all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, I guarantee you're going to regret that.
If you look at it, man, it's long-term karma, because if you're, as a father, if you are there and if you, you put your head down and you make the best attempts at parenting and being, that ultimate role model in your child's life, I mean, you can't deny that the upbringing of your child is, ultimately that is the product of your work that you put into it. So in the end, again, long-term karma, how your child can end up succeeding or end up failing, or, it all plays in together. And, I feel like that's, something, again, like you said, I pride myself in being a good dad. So
absolutely. And I'm happy that most of the people that work here are very good on, being a dad of their kids. And here's one thing too, like, we're going to have a lot of listeners go, well, how do I do that when I work 8 hours? And if I want to do a business, I need to work 12. Well, the fact is you're going to have to sleep less. It's just the truth.
Yeah. Okay. Well, to give you guys this idea here. So Dustin, you and I have been, we've been getting back into the gym. I know people are going to laugh. So thinking, oh, you guys own a supplement company and you're getting back into the gym.
Yeah.
You guys, life happens. You get out of it, but that's beside the point. We've been going back to the gym, and, it's still, even with that, that's our lunch break for the day. Correct. We take our lunch. We sacrifice, we've been sacrificing that hour. So that hour is there. It's just a matter of how you delegate it.
How you take it.
Yeah. Well, here's this. This morning, I get a text to like 6:04. Hey, bro, I've already been and worked out for the day. I'm like, it's 6:04 in the morning. Yeah, I'm up drinking coffee, but 6:00, you've already been to the gym at 6:04? But, dude, there's time. There was time there in all aspects. I could have been there as well. But it's just like, hey, you wanted that hour today to get more work done? Wake up a little bit earlier. Sacrifice that bit of sleep.
I knew that we were going to have other things going that ended up getting canceled anyway, but we were prepared for it.
Yeah.
So, like, I know you're going to get in, and I'm not the type of person, just like you, I don't have to go work out with somebody to get this in. Like, I know if I don't go in the same time that, we typically go in, you're going to go work out. Like, I'm not dependent on that.
Yeah, I was going to say, we both know we're still going to get the workout in at the end of the day. But, let's look at another side of the spectrum as well. So I think kind of relating back to the whole fatherly thing, you can say as a mother or family person in general, I think you need to learn, or a lot of people need to learn, that there's a fine line between the karma of being a good parent and then the karma of also realizing that, hey, I still need to keep my work life, in a positive light, because I feel like some people let go of their work atmosphere. They let go of their work. I hate to use the word hustle, but they let go of that drive and the hustle that they put in at work, and they start coming up with excuses, and then ultimately that leads to the potential loss of job. That leads to the potential, like, I guess really the negative side of things. So I mean, like, dude, if you lose a job, then in the end, it's just like it's
bad for your
it's
family.
karma, dude. I mean, like, you're literally letting down the thing that you strive the hardest to support. So
well, here's where it comes in, dude. Like, if you were to work, let's say you work an 8-hour day, right? If you actually worked the 8 hours a day that you're there, you actually worked. I'm not talking about sitting on YouTube and all this kind of stuff. Like, you actually worked, you're going to be a lot better off for that. But what people do is they don't actually work, so they try to find shortcuts. Yep. And in those shortcuts, they find these little niches to where it's like they can screw somebody else over to get what they want, and that's where the karma comes in. And that I just really think that affects you later on, and especially in business life and personal life too, man. And like you said, it's a rollover effect.
Yeah,
you end up losing your job, then you can't take care of your kids, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And believe me, guys, if you're one of those people that does that, like, that takes advantage of like Dustin said, of finding that little, niche of being able to, I guess, take advantage of someone or abuse a certain power, like, the people above you see it, people around you see it. You are not under a veil of secrecy or anything like that. You're in the wide open. I mean, people see what you're doing, and that karma comes back, and it's not
your ass.
Yeah, dude, it's not a good thing. Like, I hate to say it, we've seen it.
We've seen it, man. I've done the wrong thing, made mistakes in the past, and now I really look for the long-term way of doing things and the best way of doing things that that help positively affect everybody.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm gonna make mistakes, but I want to always go back and go back and apologize, or whatever I do wrong. I want to be a man about it and say, look, I'm wrong. You're right. I should not have done that. And I think there's something to be said for that.
Yeah, man. And you know what? It should be a challenge for the listeners in general to, maybe take that step up, be the bigger person, kind of, admit that there's been a fault and go back and try to rectify it.
Absolutely.
Go back and try to, mend the situation, and maybe you can subvert the initial bad karma that can come from it. But anyway, guys, I think that's pretty much like the point. It's just, we kind of felt like karma was really something that we should kind of hit on. It's not too long of a podcast, but kind of gets the general idea in there. But
there's something to touch on. I felt like it was like a good day to just come in with some talk about karma. I just felt good about it.
Yeah. I mean, we could go on and on, but you know what? I think the listeners get the general idea. So
Absolutely.
We'll keep this one short. Wrap it up here, guys. Thanks for tuning in today. Remember, subscribe to this podcast. Make sure that you leave a review here on iTunes, or if you're on YouTube, throw a comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and give this video a thumbs up. And anyway, guys, I am Austin.
I'm Dustin. Thank you, guys.
Later.
Let's go.